Hello, everyone. My name is Emma Hammond, and I will be teaching you about the drug PCP today. So, what is PCP? PCP, also known as phencyclidine and nicknamed angel dust, is used to experience feeling out of body and detached from your surroundings. PCP has a bitter chemical taste and it causes hallucinations, so you're not in pain. PCP comes in a variety of forms. It can be inhaled through your nose, so snorted. It can be injected into your vein, which is also known as shooting up. It can be smoked. And when it is smoked, it's typically applied to mint, parsley, oregano, tobacco, or marijuana. And PCP can also be swallowed. And when it is swallowed, it comes in some type of pill form. Like the pills, what I mean by that is the pills can vary on how they look, but typically it is a circle and kind of looks like a Smarties candy. PCP gives you a lot of symptoms, all sorts of different kinds. So first off, it depends on the dose of PCP you took, like how much you take, and also depends how you took PCP. So you're going to react differently whether you injected, inhaled, smoked, or swallowed. How your body responds to that for each one might vary a little bit. But all across the board, you're going to start having symptoms anywhere from right away at that 1 minute to 5 minutes after you take PCP, however you took it. And your symptoms will last anywhere from 6 hours to 24 hours after taking it. Some symptoms you might have are body numbness, dizziness, drooling, slurred speech, loss of muscle coordination. Your balance will become off because of that loss of muscle coordination. Could be profusely sweating. You get rapid involuntary eye movements or a blank stare in your face. You might feel nausea or vomiting, and overall, you're going to have no fear. You're going to feel out of your body and have no fear whatever you're doing and not be in pain. There are a lot of health issues that happen when you take PCP. They go into two categories: high dosage of taking PCP, or that low to moderate dose of taking PCP. So for starters, your health issues you're going to get when taking high doses of PCP are hallucinations, seizures, coma, death, and that could be accidental. That's more common to have that accidental injury, or suicidal during your PCP intoxication. You could also have symptoms of schizophrenia, which leads to delusions, paranoia, disordered thinking, a sensation of distance from your environment, and catatonia. Your speech is also sparse and garbled. And then if you're on that low to moderate dose of using PCP, you're most likely to see changes in your body awareness on how you respond to things. And it's also very similar to those, or like to the symptoms, to the health issues associated with alcohol intoxication. So how your body reacts to taking low amounts of PCP is very equal to that alcohol level of being intoxicated. You're also most likely going to have generalized numbiness on your hands and feet, and you're going to have poor muscle coordination. So some facts about PCP. It was originally developed as an anesthetic, but it stopped being used in 1965 because of the side effects. The side effects to this drug are so bad that they could not just keep giving it to people. PCP has a lot of street names. The most common one is angel dust, but the other ones are embalming fluid, hog, killer weed, love boat, ozone, peace pill, rocket fuel, supergrass, and whack. So let's say you stop using PCP. Those symptoms you got while you were on PCP, you're going to get those most likely for a year after you stop. So if you are feeling very if you get very nauseated while you take PCP and you stop taking PCP, you are most likely going to feel nauseated a whole year later after you take it. Just because it's how your body's responding to not taking PCP anymore. When you do take PCP, though, you are typically brought to an emergency room because of psychological effects, or you overdose, or you can become violent or suicidal while taking PCP. And you want to make sure, if you're around someone who is taking it, you want to keep them in a calm setting, not let them be alone, because that's very dangerous to themselves and to other people around them. They could injure them, or it just is bad. Don't do it. PCP is still highly available, but it is illegal in the US. So yes, it's illegal, but it's still really common, still easy access for people to get to. So how is PCP abused? It is abused as a date rape. People can just put it in drinks, give it to people who are not on their right mind. Yeah, it's used as a date rape. PCP is also very addictive. Once you take it so much, your mind then is dependent on that PCP, and you are no longer able to control your use of it because it's affected your brain. And you feel like you need PCP to get through your daily life. And then that can lead to a tolerance. So you are going to want more and more PCP to get to that same high. Even though you try to stop using it, you might have reactions like withdrawal symptoms. Repeated use of taking PCP, again, will lead to psychological dependence, cravings, compulsive PCP seeking behavior. If you use PCP for a long time, that will lead to memory loss, difficulties with your speech and thinking. You could get depressed and have some weight loss and mood disorders. PCP could also put you, again, into a coma or accidental overdoses of it. PCP can promote cravings, compulsive behavior, and that, again, psychological dependence on PCP. So PCP, when you take it, it acts right away on the brain, and it changes your mood and behavior, and there's no changing it. It just, once it is, and that's can lead to all sorts of different abuses of it, the PCP, as we commonly see the date rape. So teachers, be aware. PCP looks like candy. It looks like those Smarties. Kids could pop them in class and you could think it was candy, but it's just PCP. So be aware. Know the difference of PCP and candy and like how they look differently, but yet very similar with each other. PCP in its powdered form, that's looks a lot like powdered sugar. So just keep an eye out for that also. And then as you can see in this little picture diagram of the psychological effects, physical effects, and extreme use of that PCP, it all equals to that high. So just keep an eye out if a student is having any of these or feeling any of them and you notice it really common. Just be aware and on the look. And these are the resources I used. And thank you and have a great rest of your day.